Nanite can render an insane number of triangles very quickly. There are over 1 billion triangles of source geometry in each frame that Nanite crunches down losslessly to around 20 million drawn triangles.
But I need a nuclear reaction to generate the 1.21 gigawatts of electricity.
1.21 gigawatts! 1.21 gigawatts!
Hey, what's going on, everyone? So, we just got our first look at Unreal Engine 5 running on the PlayStation 5. Technically the first next-gen engine we've seen running on the up-and-coming consoles. And like with all tech demos, it was pretty damn impressive, right? Personally, I love tech demos. They normally make me smile at how companies try to convince us how games will look on our new consoles. And back in the day, I was an absolute sucker for most of them. I've been around, like I said, long enough to see my fair share of tech demos, the ones that get us hyped and ready for when we first fired up our new consoles. Convinced that we'll be playing games that look like real life or just look like these demos. I remember the T-Rex and Manta Ray tech demos from the PlayStation 1, which still make me laugh to this day. That T-Rex demo, was immense, and we were all like, wow, this shizzle looks real. And then we played Tomb Raider, and we see this thing. And we wonder what the hell happened to our lovely, realistic-looking T-Rex, right? But of course, I was still blown away by Tomb Raider regardless. And like I keep on saying, that was the game that got me to buy my Sega Saturn. Then you had that impressive-looking bouncer demo for the PlayStation 2. And if you remember that, the bouncer. And, we all know what happened to that game, in the end, unfortunately. That demo, originally, man, the particle effects, the fire, the explosions of water, you were like, wow, the PS2 is amazing. And then the bouncer releases and you're like, oh, God, what went wrong? And, if we jump to the PlayStation 3, we start seeing, some really impressive stuff, like the Spider-Man tech demo of Dr. Octopus, or the actor, in Spider-Man 2, the movie, and we think, wow.
Using light stage data, and we can move the light around over the face, and you can see that the shadows are cast realistically, and even the light reflects and transmits through the ears. This is something that the cell processor allows us to get that level of detail into our 3D computer graphics.
Lumen not only reacts to moving light sources, but also changes in geometry.
Once again, this looks so real. Can't wait to see what a Spider-Man game looks like on a PS3, right?
Parker! That's the third call I got about giant lizards running amok in Gramercy Park. Giant lizards!
What the fuck?
And then later on, we see some more impressive facial animations, like this old man, which makes you think again, man, my PS3 is the future. And when we fired up our copy of Uncharted and see our characters looking like this, it's just like, oh, this looks great, but what happened? Let's not forget the infamous Killzone 2 demo. I remember thinking this looked stunning, like many people. But even then, you knew that, it was not to believe everything that you see. And when we look at the final game, it's just night and day, really. We can even roll into the PlayStation 4 generation, and I'll leave it up to you to tell me what games look like this on the PlayStation 4 at its launch, or even towards the end of the console's life. Tech demos are tech demos, people. They are designed to show off new capabilities of graphic engines to their fullest in order to impress us and give us hope of some of the things we will hopefully see in our new games on our new consoles. But as history has shown, very few developers are able to produce the same level of quality that we see in these demos, especially at launch. And with like with all consoles, we for the most part start seeing their best when their lives, in my opinion, are always cut too short, as technology and developers are eager to quickly move on, convinced that they can't truly create what they want unless new tech is brought in. I, for one, thought the tech demo looked really impressive, without a doubt. And I'm sure we'll be seeing games taking many aspects of what this demo showed off. But as always, let's keep our expectations in check. Game engines are looking fantastic now for the most part, so it'll take something truly impressive to make us feel that a new generation has arrived. And normally all that takes time. But even in these tech demos, even with these beautiful graphics and beautiful lighting, game engines are looking fantastic now for the most part. So it's going to take something truly special to make us feel that a new generation has arrived. And we all felt that when we were watching the recent Xbox event. There was just nothing there to really blow us away, which is why now when we're actually seeing what is classed as a next gen engine running on hardware that's supposed to be coming, the PlayStation 5, and it's pushing out all cylinders in terms of what will be capable, that's what gets us excited and intrigued. And also normally, these games, they all take time. But even in these tech demos, even with these beautiful graphics and beautiful lighting, developers will still be telling us, to do stuff like press the square button in order to move this beautifully rendered object. New generation people, same developers. But without being too pessimistic, I'm also very excited to see what new hardware drives from a gaming point of view. And if we start seeing worlds like this as standard through a number of diverse art styles and gameplay genres, who are we to complain as gamers if it's all done well, right? So yeah, interesting stuff indeed. So what do you think of this demo, people? Let me know your thoughts. I'll reply to every one of you as always. But as always, thanks for listening, take care all, and peace.
Clip!